So the first thing you want to do is jack the car up. If you don't have a air gun when you attempt this, you will need to loosen your lug nuts on the ground. Do not take them all the way off, just loosen them, and then jack the car up, and then take the lug nuts all the way off. But since we will be using the air gun today, we're just going to go ahead, find a good place to jack this SUV up, and then I'll show you the next step. When you get your vehicle jacked up, you always want to put jack stands under it for extra safety, and then you want to gently push on it, make sure it don't move. If it moves, it is not safe. You want to be safe because this is dangerous. If this falls, it can damage the vehicle and it can damage you. Once you get your lug nuts off, you can go ahead and remove your wheel. Sometimes you have to tap it a little with your foot to get it bucked loose, but it's simple and it should come off quite easy, hopefully for you, without having to tap it too much. Now I do got a damaged ABS wire right here. My ABS light stays on, and I'm actually going to try to repair this while I'm in here. Flash these two wires back together. Should hopefully work. So this is the axle I'm going to be using today. That's the part number. This is for the driver's side. The passenger will come out the same way, or at least it should. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at it. As I figure out how to open this. Okay. I'm definitely opening it upside down. Blast to the rescue, flipping it over. Oh, this is the end that pops in. As you can see, it just sets right in there. There should be a C-clip either inside here. If I can take this off at the bus, if you want to do the honors. Now, I would think it was a C-clip that holds this in, but this looks like it just slides in place. Unless it's somewhere else down in there, or it stays on the spline. Comes with a new nut and everything. It looks pretty good, but you need to compare it to the other one, and I'm just going to shove this in back in there. We do got some surface rust right here. Need to address that with some 1000 grit sandpaper or emerald cloth, because I don't want that on the new seal. So I left out a very important part of the video, showing you how to get your axle out of your hub assembly and stuff. First, you need to remove your cotter key and your bolt. Once you do that, you can take it loose here from the strut and sometimes fish it out. You know, you can pull this back and get enough room to get it out. Other times, you can come down here and take your lower ball joint bolt out here, and then just press down on this with a little bar or something. It'll pop loose. You can fling this whole unit out enough to get your axle out. So let's go ahead and show you how to pop one out once you get this done, and then install a new one. So what you want to do to pop this out is get something underneath here, a pry bar or something. Just tap it with a hammer up behind this knuckle, and it'll pop this axle right out. You will lose some transmission fluid, so have your new axle ready to go in if you ain't replacing the seal or putting fluid in it. Okay, I took some 800 grit and just went around this lightly with some transmission fluid to wet sand it. Got all the rust off of it, so I'm gonna clean this off a little bit more, and then I'm gonna lubricate this good, so when it goes in, it won't hurt the seal. Okay, to show you guys exactly what I'm doing, I ain't going to use this, but I'm getting a pry bar. You go behind this knuckle here, just tap down on this, and with a hammer, or just tap it with your hand, and it should pop this axle straight out. Try to hold it center so you don't tear your seal if you're reusing it. You know, you want to just be careful. So I might have to check my transmission fluid in this, but I do kind of got this down to a level towards the front. So there's no C-clip that holds this in. It just knocks in there, slides in. You do got fitment grooves. There's your clip that stays on here. Once you get your axle through your wheel bearing, I actually installing a new wheel bearing for another video. But you can take your, I actually got a new strut too, strut loose up here, your knuckle, and just quickly just do that, and it will knock that in. You don't have to hammer or fight with it. It just takes a little bit of a knock, and it goes right in. Then you can line everything back up, put your bolts back in it, and torque down your axle nut, which we're going to be doing next once I get all the wheel bearings tight. So these does got a torque spec, but what I got is an impact and a ratchet, and I'm just going to hammer these down to a tight, and that should be about at least over 100 foot-pounds easy on these. And then you can go ahead and tighten down your front axle nut, which is 175 pounds. That's what I torqued my other side down to, and that's what this side is going down to too. And then insert your cotter key. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I get back with you. So we went ahead and put a new cotter key in it. If it don't line up at 175, you can actually back it off a little or tighten it up a little to get that cotter key to go in. As a manufacturing date on a bearing, and I know it looks pretty good. I actually got these from Detroit Axle. That's the same place the wheel bearings came from. They got grease fittings on them. You want to make sure you can put them in the direction the grease fittings are easy to get to, and that's what we did. I like greasable ball joints and stuff. All in all, it's looking pretty good. Throw this rotary on it, we should be good to go. The strut is a KYB. It's just a strut. It was not fully loaded. It was not a quick strut. We went ahead and we used old mounts and a dust cover and stuff for this KYB shock. I went ahead and put my rotary on in my bracket. It's pretty straightforward after you get your CV axle. It goes together the same way it came apart. But I ain't going to finish assembling this because I'm waiting on a new ABS sensor wire and a brake line I got to put on, because I don't trust this. Somebody black taped it, and if you can see, it's holding together, but it looks dangerous. Yeah, so I'm going to replace that. So if you found this video helpful, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment. Appreciate it if you do. You know I enjoy hearing from everybody. And show your support for my channel if you haven't already by smashing that subscribe button. And I keep bringing you videos every day if I can. I try to upload daily content, always something new. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.